You hear a lot of stuff about Wise these days, and the question is, should you even think about opening a Wise business account? Is that appropriate? Is it worth it? Let's have a conversation about that, okay? So here are the general comments I want you to really pay attention to. When you think about Wise, I want you to think about a service that's been around for less than 15 years. So actually, Wise was launched in 2011, and when they actually launched the company, it was called a TransferWise. So basically, they have rebranded a little bit like 2 or 3 years ago, and now the company is called Wise. They have about 16 to 20 million customers, and they move about $100 billion annually. So that's kind of cool. So when you think about Wise, I want you to think about a player that's really strong when it comes to international payments. Okay, it's not just about you actually sending cash to someone from one state to another. No, it's basically you have to really think more internationally. Domestically, they're not really strong. Domestically, they have a lot of competition from Zelle, from Venmo, from PayPal, from Cash App, but internationally, they're trying to position themselves like as a strong player. And when you come to Wise, when you think about Wise, think about 40 to 50 currencies. So that's kind of cool. And with a Wise business account, you can actually send payments to 160 to 175 countries, and you can get paid conveniently from 30 to 45 countries. And you also get business-friendly features like batch payments, adjustable user-level permissions, automatic reconciliation with cloud-based accounting software, and also a powerful API to really automate the payments. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. Okay, you're gonna love that. And so what I want to do into this conversation is that I want to give you a Wise business account review. I want to explain to you the pros and cons. I want to really what the features you should be paying attention to, and in the end, what kind of capabilities you can expect. So when you think about the key features here, you have full account features for a one-off 31 to 45 USD charge, no monthly fee. You are able to hold and exchange 40 to 50 currencies. You have domestic US dollar business payments and direct debits. You have international transfers to 170 to 175 countries. So that's kind of cool. You have mid-market rate currency exchange with low, transparent fees. You are able to add and actually manage account permissions. So that kind of helps you from a flexibility point of view. Okay. And you have bank details to receive payments internationally in 10 currencies. So basically what Wise will do is that Wise will give you a temporary business account that you can use. They will give you a routing number, the ABA number, for you to get the cash. And once you get the cash, you can do the transfer. You actually you have batch payments. You can pay up to 1,000 people at once. You can connect to Xero or QuickBooks for easy reconciliation, and you also have API integration. So here's the evaluation I want you to think about. We're all still having a conversation about Wise business accounts. So I want to talk to you about the pros and cons, so you have a better idea about Wise, whether or not Wise business account is actually something for you. So what are the pros first? What are the pluses? The pros: you have low startup fee, no monthly cost, and no minimum balance. You are able to hold a certain batch of currencies and pay contractors, staff, and suppliers in nearly 200 countries. You have local bank details to get paid by clients, PSPs, and marketplaces in 10 currencies conveniently. You have international debit and expense cards for spending in 170 to 175 countries. Business-friendly features to save admin time and cut costs. And you have enterprise-level services available. So that's kind of cool. So Wise may be a great option if you want to send and convert money in multiple currencies. If you want physical and unlimited virtual business debit cards. If you want to avoid incurring foreign transaction fees, okay, and if you are looking for a cashback reward. So that's kind of cool. What about the flip side? Wise is not a bank and does not offer credit facilities like lines of credit, credit cards, or loans. There's no check or cash deposits, no in-person service. So you get support online, in-app, and by phone only, okay? And service availability varies by country, with some countries like Hong Kong and Indonesia having significantly fewer services. And Wise business cards are available in fewer countries than business accounts, mostly in the US, in the European Union, and also the UK. You have limited customer support channels, especially for potential customers. And account funding and ATM withdrawal fees can become significant, especially if you want to withdraw cash from your account. Okay, so overall, basically, the Wise Business Account you can open this account today for a one-time payment of $31 and have access to a multi-currency account with linked payment and expense cards and business-friendly features. So that's kind of cool, and you are able to get things done a lot faster. So that's really good. That's really great. I want to really go a little more granular on the features because when you actually when you contemplate opening a Wise business account, it's important to really analyze the capabilities. You want to compare and contrast the capabilities between Wise and other players such as Payoneer. Okay, and so Wise business account is a virtual multi-currency account with access to local currency account details and enables you to actually as a business to hold, convert, send, and receive money. So that's kind of cool. And the specifics of features such as availability, extent of service, and supported currencies vary depending on the service location. However, the primary features include account details are available in a couple of currencies based on location, including major currencies such as the British pound, the euro, the US dollar, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, and the Singaporean dollar. And you are able to send money in over 40 to 50 countries, including the biggies, the British pound, euro, US dollar, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, Hong Kong dollar, the Chinese yuan, the Japanese yen, the Norwegian krona. You have the New Zealand dollar. You have the Polish zloty. You have the Swedish krona, and you have the Singaporean dollar. Okay, so you are able to track international payments and convert money at the mid-market rate for to 40 to 50 currencies. Payments links feature. This is kind of cool, and you have a jars feature within Wise that allows you to allocate funds in separate containers for specific goals or project. By the way, it's called jars. Okay, that's the feature, and you are able to process payroll and batch payments for up to 1,000 payments. You can tailor access for team members to specific accounts and define permission levels. That's kind of cool. And you have investment feature where Wise can help your business invest in an interest-bearing fund, subject to risk, of course. You have business API, application business debit cards. So that's kind of cool. Applicable business debit cards. You can receive cash back for maintaining a positive balance in euro dollar, British pound, and US dollar for account holders in the European Union only. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And you can also enjoy other region-specific features, such as the interest feature for the US dollar balance. So that's kind of really, really good. I want to talk to you now about the debit card. So let's have a conversation about the Wise Business Debit Card. So upon acquiring a business account, you may be eligible for virtual and physical debit cards. Not credit cards though, debit cards. Okay. So the Wise card is presently accessible in the UK, the US, Switzerland, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, Canada, Brazil, and the majority of the European Union. Okay. Now, let me give you a few key features of the card, so that you got to really ask yourself whether or not this is for you or not. So you can make payments online or in store in 55 to 65 currencies and more than 200 countries. You can create unlimited virtual cards with a minimal fee per card. So what happens here is that Wise is actually charging you a convenience fee per card, so they can actually cover their back office costs. You have no foreign transaction fees. However, a currency conversion or FX fee may apply. Control spending limits and payment methods on your business account, so that's kind of important. You can monitor pending transactions in real time, so that's really good also. And also, you can instantly freeze your card in your mobile app. So this gives you flexibility, but also more financial management. So you can have a clear idea what's happening, what's working, what's not. And you can integrate with Xero, QuickBooks, or Free Agent. You can enjoy compatibility with Google Pay or Apple Pay. You can receive the mid-market exchange rate when paying bills or expenses in foreign currencies. So that's kind of cool because it gives you like a more flexibility in managing your company's cash inflows and cash outflows. So you can really you can determine the currency of the revenue that you are getting, and you can stabilize that revenue because if, in case of fluctuations, at least you know that you're getting cash from Wise in a certain predetermined, standard rate. That's kind of cool. You can provide employee business debit cards for team expenses, set spending limits, and control access. And you also have basically a notable region-specific feature, includes a 0.5% cashback on eligible card spending for those registered in the UK. Okay, so something to really think about. But overall, what I want to say here is that you need to really understand that Wise is a great debit card, and especially if you want to streamline expense management at the company level. So I want to talk to you about the process here. How does the Wise business account work, like for real, like in actuality, like in everyday life? Like, let's have a conversation about that. So you can open your Wise business account online or in the Wise app, and you can add money in US dollar or your preferred currency. And there are around 20 supported currencies, and which are supported for topping up funds. Plus, the good thing is you will be able to get local account details to get paid by others in 9 to 15 different currencies. You can use your Wise business account to hold and exchange more than 40 to 50 currencies, and you can send payments to a lot of countries, like 160 to 175 countries. So this is kind of cool because this whole setup is perfect for, let's say, running employee payroll, paying suppliers or taxes overseas, or even covering contractor invoices. Okay, so you have a Wise business payment, so you can send money to bank accounts in more than 175 countries with low fees from 0.43%. You have batch payments for business. You can transfer to up to 1,000 people at a time in a range of currencies by uploading a single spreadsheet. So that's kind of cool. If you are, like, let's say, if you have an organization where you have to pay your freelancers in different countries, this is a great possibility. You have the Wise API, so you can automate workflow, track exchange rates, generate payments, and more. And also you have the Wise multi-currency accounts. You can hold and exchange more than 40 to 50 currencies and manage your account from a smart device or laptop. You have debit cards. I spoke to you about that little one. But you also have to think about the fact that you can reconcile, okay? Reconciliation plays a really great role. So you can reconcile your Wise business account with cloud-based accounting software automatically. So that's kind of cool. So I spoke to you about the Wise business payments. Okay, this is kind of cool. You are able to access a constellation of features. You also have batch payments for businesses. The Wise API, fantastic. Wise multi-currency account, fantastic also. And also you can receive payments info. So with the Wise business account, you can use local account details to receive international payments, like a local in 10 to 15 currencies, including US dollar, British pound, Euro, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, making it easy to get paid by customers and clients in those countries. You have the Wise business card. That's kind of cool. And this is really fantastic. So I want to talk about the cost here. When you think about Wise business account, what's the pricing you want to pay attention to this year? I think I've said to you before that you have to you will pay a $31 one-off charge, right? After that, the account has no ongoing monthly or annual fees. You simply pay for the services you use. So let me give you a quick overview of the key Wise business account pricing and that you need to know this year, okay? If you order a Wise business debit card, the first card on the account is free. And after that, you have to pay $5 per card for additional cards. If you want to hold money, no fee here. If you want to send overseas payments, you are looking at a starting price of 0.43%. So something to think about. And there is no fee when it comes to spending in a currency you hold in your account. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So overall, well, you just have to really remember the fact that you have like when you think about Wise transfer fees, those fees they have a fixed component but also a variable component. So the fixed fee actually covers the fixed cost associated with the transaction, and they can be around $4.20 to $4.40 for a wire transfer on a popular payment route, okay, to the US. And you have a variable fee. So this is a 0.43%. So you can see that the cost will depend on the currency that you are actually doing the transaction from, okay? But overall, this is a pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. One thing I want to say here is that basically, There is no fee to send a same currency payment to another Wise account. There is no fee to hold a currency balance in any of the 40 to 45 supported currencies. You can spend a currency you hold in your account with a Wise card for free. You can actually ATM withdrawals to a monthly account limits. There's no fee. There's no fee also when it comes to receiving payments in Wise in 8 to 10 foreign currencies. You can receive payments to Wise in dollar via ACH, not a problem. You can make batch payments, access the Wise API. All those things are actually free to you. So you can see that Wise has really thought about those things deeply and is not charging you for it. So I want to talk to you now about the setup here. When you think about Wise this year, what kind of setup should you have? Okay, I'm still talking to you about Wise Business Account. So how do you use Wise for Business? Well, using Wise for Business is straightforward. So here is how to make a Wise business transfer. Choose where you are sending from, your linked payment method or Wise balance, and you want to enter the payment value or how much you want the recipients to get. Add the recipient's details and check everything is kind of normal. Choose your payment method and confirm the transfer, and your money is on the move. Pretty straightforward. And in terms of Wise payment methods, you have Swift, you have debit or credit card, wire transfer, you have bank debit, ACH. Okay, and so the payment methods are pretty good because you are able to actually get things done a lot faster. And so basically, you can pay an invoice with Wise. Okay, that's really good. You can also track expenses. Like you can issue a team members with Wise debit and expense cards for business spending. You can set card spending limits and review transaction easily. You can filter spending by team member for easy tracking, and you can give account permissions and access to key team members so they can help you manage your company's money. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. You are really well covered there. Okay, and so you also have the Wise business account verification, and it doesn't matter like in terms of the account requirements. You can actually qualify for a Wise business account if you are a sole proprietor or freelancer, or you own a limited company or a partnership, or you run a charity or trust. Wise is pretty open. Just make sure your work is not based on providing cryptocurrency services, adult content, tobacco, or other prohibited activities. Your business does not have bearer shares. Your business does not offer services or goods relating to Cuba. And you're not actually based in Nevada or one of the following U.S. territories: Virgin Islands, Guam, and Mariana Islands. So those are actually some of the restrictions that Wise has this year. So the big question is, what's the verdict here? What is our verdict? Is a Wise a good business account? Well, it really depends on the kind of setup you have. To answer that question, I mean, the short answer is yes. Wise is a good business account. Wise is worth it. I mean, for the last nearly 15 years, they have been kicking ass like crazy. So this is a legit company. Now, the other question is it really worth it? Okay. So as a Wise business customer, you can send and receive payments. That's for sure. And you can handle multiple currencies all in the same account. That's for sure. You can manage your money online or on your mobile device for convenience. And you can get linked Wise Business debit and expense cards for easy payments and withdrawals. So this is kind of cool. Now, to get full account features, you'll pay a one-off, one-time $31 fee, but there are then no ongoing charges or minimum balance requirements. That makes the Wise account equally suited to freelancers and entrepreneurs, as well as business owners and enterprise level organizations. Okay. Now, if you need to pay or get paid from abroad, the Wise account might actually be for you. Get paid conveniently from several countries and manage international payroll and contractor invoices with batch payments in just a few clicks. And all currency exchange uses the mid-market exchange rate and low transparent fees. And there is no foreign transaction fee to actually worry about when you spend actually with your Wise business card. So those are really good, especially from a flexibility point of view. And it's all about what you want to do with a Wise account. Because at the end of the day, you have to really understand that Wise is a legit business. Okay, Wise business is safe and legitimate to use. Wise US Incorporated is safe and registered with the FinCEN in the US and a range of global regulatory bodies around the world. So this is kind of cool. And because you want to have this sort of a extra layer of trust, extra layer of accountability, extra layer of currency, of regulatory currency. Okay, this is something of regulatory compliance, if you will. This extra layer of regulatory compliance. And WISE does offer that sort of a confidence, if you will, that level of confidence. So that's really good. So in conclusion, today's conversation, I spoke to you about WISE Business credit card. I gave you the general comments, the evaluation, the features, the debit card, the process, the cost, the setup, the verdict, and the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.